Hello everyone, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. Today I wanted to share our next topic, which is making a habit of accountability. And what I mean by this is being able to recognize when you've made a mistake and be willing to accept that accountability. And making it a habit in the sense of being self-reflective and saying, you know what, I need to apologize to this person because, I did make a mistake and I'm not going to allow my pride or my ego to get in the way of my relationship with my boss, with my friends, with my parents, and or even with my teachers, right? So any one of these, relationships, because we're communal people, it's so important that we're able to take ownership and accountability for the wrongs that we commit to other people. And it's so important, especially now of all days, when it seems that so many people that we see in authority and in leadership positions just seem to escape that sense of accountability, acknowledgement of what they've done. And I think it's so important for us and for, especially the younger generation and even my generation to take the torch per se and say, you know what, we're not going to continue the idea of passing on the buck to somebody else and putting blame on this is why I'm behaving this way. No, my behavior was unacceptable and I'm taking accountability for it, regardless of the consequences, and accepting the consequences as they may. So think about that as you go out through your day. If you've wronged someone, try to make it right away, because you don't want to allow someone's anger towards you to fester and then that changes. And if anything, if you can go up to them and say, hey, is anything wrong? Did I do anything? And if they say no, then, then I guess everything's cool, but say, hey, you know what, I recognize my behavior. I just wanted to apologize for this. It makes you look so much more mature as an individual to that person, and in the eyes of that individual, by saying, wow, this person, took ownership. This person is someone who's willing to be accountable for their behavior. How mature of them. And I think we need more people like that in this world, and I think it's so important for us to really distinguish that type of characteristic and really put it into our own natural habits. And I'm not talking about just saying I'm sorry for no good reason, right? I really find it frustrating when people are like, oh, I'm so sorry, and they just say, oh, I'm so sorry, like it's too much of a habit where this sorry no longer has any meaningful context to that person. It's just an apology to apologize, and not really an apology to recognize that they've committed a wrong and to say, hey, I'm really genuinely sorry, and I'm not going to repeat this behavior, right? And so that comes in with being repentive and acknowledging that, hey, this behavior isn't good of me to do ever again, and I'm going to change it so I could be a better individual, and I've learned from this. And so that's a different type of an apology there. So, and just making sure that we're not using that word sorry flippantly, but that we're using it in a meaningful way. So with that said, guys, may you live, thrive, and be healthy in your relationships and with the individuals that you are in contact with, and may we continue to be accountable for our own behaviors and actions so that we may have a beautiful and lovely life. Have a great day, guys. Bye!